Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Nate with 7 Run Aquatics, and today I'm kicking off a new video series geared towards any hobbyist, no matter their experience level, on how to make money off your hobby while also building a beneficial relationship with your fish store. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be breaking this video up into about 5 segments. We'll see how I go about that. I might list the segment off before we start so you know what it's about, but that's how we're going to go about doing this video. So part one is going to be the inspiration for this video. And as a hobbyist here on YouTube, I watch many different aquarium related channels such as the King of DIY, Wayne's Fish World, and Dustin's Fish Tanks, but increasingly more so my favorite fish YouTuber has got to be Corey with Aquarium Co-op. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below because it's a really awesome channel and I think everybody should have the opportunity to check out his videos. Corey does various fish room videos, DIY projects, and even runs his own talk show type video series called Real Fish Talk. One of his recent Real Fish Talks really hit home and resonated with me, and I thought to myself, hey, I should do that and I should film it for you guys. So that's the gist of the video, or rather the gist of the video series so far has been focused on how to make your first $1,000 off your hobby, and maybe not $1,000, that would be nice, but that's what I'm going to try to do here. So let's go ahead and cut to the second section. Okay, so section 2 that I've entitled Getting Started. I'd first like to preference this though by saying that the next few segments of this video are Corey's ideas and not my own, but I'm just taking his ideas and giving you all my take on them. Corey, if you're watching this, I really respect the hell out of you, and I want to put your advice into practice. So moving on, there are a few common misconceptions people have about breeding fish, such as that you need a really expensive big fish room or have tons of space to do your breeding projects in, and that's simply not the case. While big expensive setups and lots of space help the average everyday aquarist can easily breed fish in any kind of setup, from a 10-gallon aquarium all the way up to 500 gallons or 1,000 gallons or whatever. Size doesn't really matter here. What I'm going to be trying to show you all is that it can easily be done in your current setup, and I've gone ahead and decided to revamp this 29-gallon that you all are seeing. We're going to be taking out the Serpe Tetras and the angelfish. I have a bristlenose pleco and a clown pleco in there, and they're probably going to be staying, but the Serpes and the angelfish definitely got to go. And we'll go ahead and talk about those other fish in a couple of minutes. But anyway, so section 3 is going to be entitled The Market, and I'm going to go ahead and cut to that in a second. Okay, so the market. As an Apisto breeder, I've come to realize that while I may think Apistos are the best thing in the world, not everyone else feels the same. And you may find yourself being head over heels for some type of fish as well. But what we need to keep in mind here is that while we think something is awesome, the vast majority of other people don't think like you. It's just how it is. So do some market research and find out what's popular in your area, or pick a species of fish that a lot of people like. For instance, Corey uses the example of guppies. Pretty much everyone has owned them, and at one point or another, or another project, or at one point or another, and they're pretty easy to breed fish. So I've gone ahead and selected red wag swordtails for this project. I think they're colorful. My fish store sells a lot of them. It seems like we're always having a tank or two full of these guys, so that's why I selected them. But something else we have to keep in mind is that while you may think a fish is worth a certain dollar value, that's not what the fish store is going to give you. I know at my store, people will come in all the time expecting to trade a fish in for exorbitant amounts of store credit, and we literally give them a fourth of what it's worth. We have to make money on it. It might seem harsh, but that's just kind of the way things are. So do some research and maybe ask your fish store what they pay wholesale for a fish, or wholesale for the fish that you've selected, and then try to, offer them a number that's below that. Don't try to, go in there and ask them, what would you want me to breed, or, what would you give me for X amount of fish for this certain type of fish, that conversation isn't going to go well for you. So do some market research and find out everything you need to know before you go in there and talk to, your store owner or whoever you're selling to. So you might be thinking to yourself, why would I take 50 cents for a fish I've worked hard to raise? We really have to think about long-term success here, and that's what we need to focus on. If every month you brought your guppies, so you're breeding guppies, you brought your fish into the store and you sell 100 guppies at 50 cents a piece every month, that's $50 a month you otherwise would have not had, and long-term again, that's $600 extra a year. And I think we could all use $600 extra in a year. So hopefully you all can see what I'm kind of getting at here. Now we're going to move on to section 4, where we're going to be talking about complementary products, and I'm going to go ahead and cut to that right now. So like I said, section 4 is entitled complementary products. It's not a long section, but I think it's something that is worth talking about. And if you're still not satisfied with making your $50 a month and $600 a year, you can increase your profits or store credit allowance by offering complementary goods. So with your guppies, you could also breed fish like Corydoras catfish or bristlenose plecos, because they're not going to eat your fry for one thing, but they also can go in the same tank with the red wag swordtails, or in my case, or with your guppies, or whatever you're breeding. So if you can offer a store or whatever kind of customer you have complementary products, you go up to them and you say, hey, I know you want my red wag swordtails or guppies, but I've also got Corydoras catfish, or I've got bristlenose pleco babies. They would go great with those red wag swordtails or guppies or whatever, so it's all about maximizing what you're offering somebody. So Corey stated that if a store can buy locally for cheaper, they will. And when you can say to a store or someone, hey, I've got the best guppies in the world, and like I said, by the way, these fish in this plant or whatever go great with these guppies, you're really ramping up your marketability drastically. So now in conclusion, in section 5, I just want to say, while there are many facets to this series we'll be discussing in the coming days, I'd like to say to Aquarium Co-op, or rather Aquarium Co-op will explain all of this much better. I'll leave a link in the description also to the video that inspired me. But Corey can explain everything a lot better than I can, because he owns a fish store and he's been in the hobby a lot longer than I have. The basic points I want to get across in this video and leave you with today are that there are many misconceptions about what you actually need to be successful breeding fish. Anyone can make money easily off of their hobby, and it's important to understand your market. So thanks for watching the introductory video to this new venture I'm beginning. I'm Nate with 7 Run Aquatics, and as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more great content in the future. If you're interested in purchasing a Pistogramma species from me, please visit my Facebook page at 7 Run Aquatics, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.